Hello, hello. Oh, hello, hello. It helps if I pull the mic down. Hi, gamers. How's everyone doing? Hello. Hi, Tyler. Hello? Gamers, I made it. Hell yeah. Hi, Tyler. Congrats on getting first. Hi, Gin. Hi, Nova. Hi, Mice. Hi, Clone. Mr. Obama! Mr. President? God. That That fucking shit post from Tumblr still lives in my brain rent-free. And for many of my friends, it lives rent-free in our brain. But hi, guys! How's everyone doing? Were y'all good without me for like a week? I was not here for a week. I think it was just the week. No, I was sad. No! I'm sorry! Yeah, we had no factory to attend to. I finally finished my portfolio exam. Hell yeah, good job! I died very irresponsibly of you to leave us alone. Yeah, listen. I needed a vacation. Well, needed is a big word. Well, actually, no, I do feel like I needed one. I'm back, and I have so much more energy than I had, 2 weeks ago. And I just needed a little bit of a break. A lot happened in a very short period, and I just needed to reset a little bit. And my boyfriend had a week off, so I was like, perfect timing. Let me take a week off as well. And so I did. And we had a very lovely week. And it was very nice to just not think about work for a little bit. I say work as if stream is work. It's not technically, but you get me. About the work part of my brain. Got myself the Lego Eevee as a treat. Oh, hell yeah. Good on you. You gotta celebrate your wins. You gotta. I'm proud of you. But yeah, I did a lot of little things over the week. We went to the city and I got myself a little manga. It has a long name, so when I remember the name, I will get back to you. I don't remember the name. I have a job again? Hell yeah, I'm proud of you too, again. Good job. Currently playing Pokemon Champions. Nice. Enjoy. That was very nice. I celebrated my dad's birthday. Everyone say happy birthday, Dad. It was his birthday this week. And we celebrated it. It was very nice. We went out for dinner. And he was full of stories. Yeah, as he always is. And the weather was okay. The weather was very nice for most of the week, but then the one day we decide to go out for dinner, it's like kinda less nice. But it was fine. It wasn't cold or anything. It sucks. I just want to make money doing nothing. I mean, understandable. I don't think any of us can do that, unfortunately. So a job is better than no job? Question mark. I made a joke to my mom that she brought the New Zealand weather with her to here. I mean, honestly, yeah, she did, but it's okay. I hope she had a nice trip. And I went to the zoo last weekend and it was nice, and they had otters and I flipped out. I love otters. They only had 2 otters, which surprised me, but the zoo that we went to was rather small. I have to allow that. You get allowed that because it's not at me. Don't abuse that. I trust in chat. I'm giving y'all trust right now. But no, that's what the estrogen is for. I'm gonna get really hot and get a sugar mommy. I mean, fucking hell yeah. Do it and get banned. I'm not even joking. There's no timeout. There's just a strict rule there. Do not make me uncomfortable. But the zoo was really nice. Every animal that we saw was really, really sleepy, and it was so cute. And the weather was really nice again. It's like really, really sunny. I got to wear I got to wear a dress for the first time in the entire year, and I was really excited. Um because I like wearing dresses. But my temperature regulation has been kind of all over the place lately, so I and I mean, it hasn't really been warm enough consistently for me to be brave and wear a dress, but it finally was, and I was very happy. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was aggressive. Oh, I'm fine. I have been struggling. There's been a lot of pollen in the air, like tree pollen. I feel another one coming, but it's not doing the thing. All right, it's fine. If I sniffle, I apologize. There's been a lot of pollen in the air, and that was actually I was really suffering from that on the weekend that we went to the zoo as well. Because I put like cute makeup on, and I even put primer on, which usually keeps my makeup from um smudging and all that. But there was so much tree pollen, and I think grass. It's fine. That my eyes kept tearing up, and we had to cycle our way to the zoo, and so my makeup was gone within like 10 minutes. All right, I did a big sniff while having my mic muted because I'm not making y'all listen to that. Um, but yeah, so that's probably why I'm still sneezy. But I'm feeling good. I'm like I said, I'm really happy. It really recharged me. Um, I have a little bit of unfortunate news followed by neutral news and just general. I don't know. I like being transparent and letting you guys know what is up and what to expect. Now, you guys know that I've been working on a new model and a new design, and I've been recently working some more on it, and then I very suddenly paused again. And I mean, I take my time on that model in general because um that stuff takes time, and as I was discussing previously, is that I just had some hesitations regarding the design that made me want to reflect a little bit and see what to do on it. Now, usually Bun rigs all my models. Bun has rigged this model, and they've rigged all my previous models. Unfortunately, they can't rig my models anymore. It's just not in the cards. It's a bit sudden, and it's what the hell? I just got a very important email. One sec. Yeah, it's a bit sudden, and it's a big shift. A bearded latte, open to agenda. I'm sorry. I have a very important email that I tried to send and apparently did not send. I'm gonna leave this open and put a reminder in my phone right now. Um, to reply to this email. Um, let me do that first. It popped up on my screen. Usually I ignore all the little pop-ups, but I've been keeping an eye on this particular email. Check email. I don't know. Probably 7 would be fine. Okay. There we go. Now I can turn that off for the rest of the day. Yeah. Some things came up, and financially it's just not possible, and that's not something that I can supplement and realistically do. Um, so unfortunately, despite the fact that my model is nearly done, art-wise, I can't get it rigged right now. So, one of the things that I've been considering and that I'm gonna get into is learning how to rig myself. Now, I am very, very lucky that I have a lot of very lovely friends that are either willing to look into it with me or that are wanting to learn alongside me. Um, but it just means that that update, that visual update, is going to take a lot longer than I anticipated because I never had like generally the way that we have worked is I finish the art and then I hand it off to Bun for Bun to rig whenever they have time. There's never really any rush towards it because, I do this for fun. I don't do big model reveals and such because I don't find that particularly feasible for the type of streamer that I am. Plus, it's not fun for me because then I have to keep a lot of stuff secret, and I don't think that that works for me very well. So I didn't have any expectations in when I'd necessarily get it, but it might just take a lot longer. I was assuming kind of this year in like general terms or like early next year. I don't know right now. It's a little bit up in the air. I still need to settle on things. I still need to finish the file first of all, and then I need to teach myself. So it's just gonna take a while. Also, hi meow, meowdy. So I don't know. I wanted to give a little bit of a heads up in regards of expectations of that, because I've been personally very excited for the design, and I'm starting to get assets or such for that design. Um, so it's just gonna be a little all over the place. And who knows, maybe I get really fast at it. I doubt it, but you never know. It's a shame that it all came out of nowhere, but I believe in us learning. Exactly, exactly. And I'm comforted by the fact that I have some friends who have quite some experience who are willing to help look into things, explain basics, etc. Or if I really get stuck, are okay with answering questions. Um, but it's just not. I don't know what that's gonna look like, and I'm a little bit fearful because I am bad with change. I'm bad with like sudden change, especially, and I had certain expectations, and I need to shift those expectations. And that's why the week off especially worked really well for me to just like, I don't know, sit with it for a little bit, let it settle, um adjust my mindset, and keep going, because I would also find it just very, very sad if I now worked a very long time on an design updates that I really, really grown fond of in that time. Like I realized that this design is like from 2023 at least, if not a little bit older. Um and it sounds weird, but like in 3, 4 years, so much has changed for me personally that like I still love this design, but the outfit I don't always fully mesh with. There have been design changes that I've been wanting to do for years in that regard. So I'd feel very sad if I had to just set all that work aside and be like, well, I can't, I can't afford a full rig, so it is what it is. Pro tip: if you lower your standards far enough. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. One bit of advice that I got that I really appreciated was, don't worry about trying to make it perfect. You can always go back and rig a certain part again, and then just update it. And I find that thought very comforting. So, the thought now is more of like getting the file done, learning how it works. I might do like a little simplified chibi version or like a feral plush version first, just so that I can get some of the basics down, mess around with that. And then hop into the full file. I might also adjust the full file just to make it a little bit easier on myself. For certain things if needed. But I'm so unfamiliar with it as of right now. Like I know some very teeny tiny things, but I've never had my hands on the software myself, so I just need to see what I can do. And the thought of just like making sure that it gets done, and then if I want to go back and improve certain rigging, I can do that in due time. I also don't know. I'm going to be very, very transparent in that regard. I don't know if I'm going to stream that process or not. Maybe I'm going to get familiar with it first and then stream it. So y'all can struggle alongside me. But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what's been going on and what my thoughts on it are. I still I still really want to do it. I still really, really love the design. I still really want to get to it as well. I just don't know how long it's gonna take. Chibi, yeah. Yeah, I thought something like you guys know my little fox model. I don't use it often, because I don't think I even have it activated since my PC crashed. I certainly do not. Because it can be kind of a pain in the ass when I get swapped into different models. Because I don't even think I have it in the software right now. Oh, no, I do not. No, I do not. But you know the one. You know my little chibi model. I thought something like that would be fun to at least get a little bit of the basics. Like get familiar with the process. I think streaming the process could be healthy because it lets you know you're not alone and will cheerlead from the side. Aw, that's really sweet. Thank you. I mean, yeah, for sure. I just don't know how. I'm always a little worried in terms of like, how like stream generally like sometimes I'm more quiet, sometimes I'm more yappy, right? But if I'm learning a new software, I might get frustrated. I am not always super comfortable with doing something completely foreign on stream in regards to that. Like it would be very similar if I suddenly went, all right, guys, I want to learn Blender or I want to learn animation right now, and I'm gonna bust open a program. I need so many tutorials as well to work alongside with. That I don't know how comfortable I would be with that process on its own. But I'm just gonna play it by ear. Is that the saying? I might be getting my Dutch and English confused. I'm just gonna see how it goes, see how I feel as I go, and try my best. And maybe I get to share a little work in progress bits, maybe not. We'll see. I need to sit down and look into the logistics first anyway. It's not going to be next week. That's what I'm going to do. Play it by ear is an English phrase. Okay, so I was correct. It gets confusing to speak two languages thoroughly, and especially when talking about things that I'm emotional about, then I get lost in the sauce of what language I'm trying to speak. But yeah, I'm like, I'm a little afraid. I'm a little excited. I'm a mix of emotions about it. Like I said, it's hard for me to manage changes and sudden changes, especially when it comes to like expectations. But I'm sure I can do it, and I'm sure that I can come with product like with the not necessarily product, but with an end result that I will be happy about. And honestly, learning new skills, as scary as it can be, is very good. And like in that sense, I'm excited. it could also lead to, if I get a grasp of the program, there are some possibilities for my own assets that I could do. And I find that exciting. It's just gonna take a bit to get there. What's the other language equivalent? Now I need to think in Dutch. Play it by ear. What would be the Dutch equivalent? Stop for stop, which is like step by step. Op gevoel, which is by feeling. I don't know. I can't think of it right now. That's what I mean. It's like my language, my sense of language gets so mixed because I constantly speak two languages very fluently. That my sense of which saying belongs to which language gets messed up. We zien wel. We'll see. Yeah. I don't know. It's fine. It's not that deep. But yeah. For now, I'm just here. I'm just gonna draw. Like I said, I'm glad I took a little bit of a break. I am way more energized. I think overall, I need to remember to take breaks, like purposeful breaks. Where do you go? I didn't go anywhere in that sense. I stayed in my own country. I just did a bunch of little trips with my boyfriend. Like we went to the city, staycation. Yeah. We were like at my place for half the week and his place half the week. And we just did a bunch of little trips. I'm gonna make some leave quest turn-ins for your alchemist. That would be very appreciated. I've been playing Final Fantasy again. And today, I was wanting to help Moss with something, and I was like, "Oh, I'll make that." And then Moss was like, "Actually, you need alchemist for that." And I was like, "Shit, my alchemist was not leveled." But I got it to level 40 in like 3-ish hours. I want to say 3 to 4 hours, which is not super fast, but it's also not very slow. So, I'm notorious for not giving a fuck about leveling my crafters. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put in some effort. It would be convenient if some of my crafters, if not all of my crafters, were leveled. It's just effort. Do it for Moz. I mean, honestly, that was my thought. I'm glad that I got it to 40. I was kind of hoping I could get it to 50 today. But I wasn't doing it through Skybuilder script the entire time, so I could have managed my time better, but I like doing different things instead of just one thing the entire time because I get very bored. The Final Fantasy XIV friends I play with just got back from a staycation with them. We played a ton of board games in real life. Hell yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. I've been wanting to get into more board games. Desperately. I need to look into, what was it, Flamecraft? The single player ones as well. Play board games with me. I would love to play board games with you. Does the boy like board games? I don't know. Psst, psst, psst. Boy. He's at work. You can ask him. He's at work, but you can ask him. I don't know. I'll bring a pile and we'll find out. I have a board game store in my city that I really enjoy. And they have a lot of really cool ones. I want board games in general. Tabletop Simulator? I have Tabletop Simulator. I do have that. I know that, but like, I would also love to play in person. Yes, we do! I would love to go. I would love to go together. I think you would love it as well. It's so cozy. It's just cozy to go to it's like a board game cafe. You just go and you pay like $5 per person. It might have increased slightly. I think it's now 7 euros per person, which is fair. It's been many years since I've gone and inflation happens, but you can play for like, Well, it used to be that you could play for as long as you wanted. I think they changed that also. Um, but it's very reasonable. Like you get quite a few hours, and it's just fun. It's just cozy. They have a bunch, so I'm sure we could go there. And by a bunch, I really mean like a fuck ton. But yeah, um, I have a fun thing for today in terms of art. I agreed to do a little art trade with Ori. Um, because fuck yeah, I love doing art trades. I don't do them very often anymore. Although Art Fight is coming up and that's basically one big art trade, except not directly with the person that you're making art for, but in concept. I need to prep, yeah, man, the same. Big same. I need to still make a reference for Aspen. Um I want to make like new assets for my page. I sent you a really cool TikTok in regards to that. Um but I'm doing a little art trade and I'm very excited cuz Ori has a really cool Sona slash VTube VTuber, I don't know, design. I should go look. Yes, please. I didn't send too many. You'll find exactly which one it is. I think I sent you 3 TikToks. um and yeah, I'm excited. It's fun. I love doing cool things. I love doing art trades. They're fun. The most fun games we played was Colt Express, a train heist PvP game where you rob a train and shoot other bandits doing the same thing. You have to sequence out a long chain of moves. Oh, that sounds fun. And King of New York was a Godzilla monster-like game. You fight each other and smash up the city for points. Ooh, that sounds really fun. Both of those sound really fun. I really like cooperative board games. Because I'm not a very competitive person, is my problem. Um, or like ones that don't last a bajillion years. I like Munchkin in that aspect, where the setup is incredibly quick and you just kind of go. And that one can be cooperative, although it's mostly you're playing against each other. And you just go. I love the diversity of the thirst trap and then art fight tips. Yeah, it's me. It's the experience of me. Um, but yeah, I'm going to grab my references. I am kind of just sketching and going. I don't have a plan. So, will it move me? Nope. I don't know why it's doing that. Or well, why it's not doing that. There's something going on with the Stream Deck where it's not putting in the commands properly, but it's fine. Our co-op game we played was Forbidden Island. We all worked together to grab loot from a quickly sinking island. Ooh. You played so many, hell yeah. That was a deluxe thirst trap though. Holy damn, the cinematic masterpiece. Is it the ghost? I forget. Is it the ghost guy? Not even ghost from COD, just the art fight thing is so cute though, right? I was like, what if I make Pokemon cards of my OCs? But the shit, yeah, okay. I was like, I think that's the one I sent. He came across my feed a couple times for obvious reasons, and it works on me. What can I say? What can I say? I am but a simple person. Let me pull up. Y'all need to see Ori's absolutely delicious art and design. If I can find the fucking art, thank you. Look at this. Look at this. Fucking chef's kiss. Little smooch on the forehead. Also, Big hands. Jacket with big hands. I mean, I'm biased. Considering what my new design is gonna look like. I'm biased. Um, yeah! Yeah! I don't have a thought in my brain yet in regards of what I'm gonna draw, but I'll figure it out. I'm kind of just gonna sketch and we're gonna go. This sticker scrap thing is so cute, but how do people have the time? I don't know. I just saw it and I was like, I don't know if this is helpful, but I'm just gonna slap it your way. Cause like, it seems cool. I mean, that's so valid too. That's so fucking valid, girl. Um, yeah, of course. Whenever I see things like that, I'm just like, this could be useful. I know who could maybe use this. But all along. Also, hello. All the words that I know, just to see if it would show that I'm trying to let you know. Yeah, I truly don't have. I'm like looking at the canvas and I'm like, sometimes I have like an image in my head that I'm like, all right, but today is not that day. Let me just look at some poses, see if I can get something in my brain. Maybe. It brings me so much joy to see the NA server so active nowadays. Yeah, actually, when I logged in today, I had to wait. I had to actually wait. Clap your hands. Let's kill tonight. Kill tonight. Not the ordinary time. The Evercold hype is real. Yo, I am insufferably excited about Evercold. Yeah, it was really busy today. I forgot that it was like early during the day for NA. Like I completely just that did not register to me because of how uh populated it was. Let's kill tonight. Kill tonight. Show them all you're not the ordinary type. Let's kill tonight. Kill tonight. Show them all you're not the ordinary type. Let's kill tonight. Kill tonight. Show them all you're not the ordinary type. I'm feral for Evercold. My body is so ready. I keep thinking about the character creation changes, and it's all I can think about. It's because reset is in a few hours for weeklies, dailies. I mean, that makes sense, but in general, like even yesterday, it was crazy busy by the time I went to bed. Now, that was like 11, so that's minus 6, 7 hours for an A of that, but still, like, it was so much busier than it had been. I mean, obviously, is whenever patches happen, people resub and such. I don't... Okay. Y'all are just gonna have to deal with me sketching a bunch. If I can find my keys, hello? There we go. The occult was bustling this morning? Hell yeah. This could be fun. If you like Final Fantasy, yeah! We are big players of Final Fantasy 14. Got to gather for those alchemist level leaf turn-ins for 5 character. Damn, you got this. Good luck, soldier. I got distracted by Aether Sound. That's so valid, don't worry about it. Attitude. If you like, 'cause I can take another bite. Feel like you're tired. True. I was reading manga last night before going to bed. It's the manga that I bought. And it made me realize that I really want to get better at like drawing hands. Because a lot of manga art that I really like, it's more of the concept of hands rather than the precision. And I'm like, damn, I need to study some of that. I think I need to just like take some manga panels of that manga and just trace them, get a feel for it, and then like do some studies of hands in general and see how it goes. I remember I tried it ages ago, but my friend who got me into it never got on, so I fell out of playing. I've been getting videos about it though and feeling the urge to play an MMO again. I mean, you know, I get you. I've been playing Final Fantasy 14 since 2.0 release, so 12, 13 years or some shit. I originally played it with a partner at the time, and now ex-partner, and a friend of his, and then I just continued playing on my own after we broke up, and for years I played on my own, and I never really like. I was interested, but I wasn't hooked in the way I would be now with like other people. Um, so I get like, oh, please. I get, you know, not really playing much if the person you originally were going to play it with isn't on. Um, but yeah, I fucking love it dearly. Is it already up to Shadowbringers in the free trial? I did agree with I was watching a VOD of a streamer um with my boyfriend while I was over, who was playing Final Fantasy, quote unquote, for the first time. Not really, but you know, making a new character. Um and a take that he had was that it's kind of a bummer that when you get, as of the keynote was out. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. I mean, I don't play the free trial, so that doesn't apply to me. And that was kind of the point, is that if you're on the free trial, but you leave the free trial because you subscribe to it, you can never go back to that. And sometimes that feels like a little bit of a bummer. Now, I do know that they have returner things that if you haven't played for a long time, they have little events where you get free playtime basically for like a week or two, question mark. I haven't had that in so long because usually I'm subscribed. So while I think it's very nice for people to be able to try out the game that way, I do wish um that it felt less um there's so many MMOs where you can still play when you have paid before. Yeah, I mean, WoW isn't one. So I guess it takes after that. But he was comparing it to is it RuneScape? Bro, I don't know. I don't play a lot of MMOs. um but there are games out there that where if you've paid, you just get yeeted back to the free version of it basically. And I think that would be nice. RuneScape does have it? Okay, yeah. Then it might have been that. I just think it's neat. Like I just think it's nice when um when there's also something for longtime players, you know? Because I do feel like it's lacking in that sense, that like if you've played for a long time, you only have one choice, which is resub, bitch. I am playing on the what is it, like the cheaper version now, and that saves me a bit of money. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily have that, but I do sometimes feel like, you know, in the last week of my vacation, that was like my last week of running subscription. And then I know that I'm not going to play. I muted my mic accidentally. I know that I'm not going to play because I'm not home. And that makes me feel a little bit like conflicted, I guess. Um, it would just be nice to have some kind of option out there. But you know, I do think that they are generous in terms of what used to be the free trial and what it is now. Because it used to be limited to, oh my god, my Teamcraft is still on. Well, the dirt is up, I can tell you that much. Let me mute my alarms. Ah. Um, it would also be nice if you could pause it. Yeah, exactly. But I guess less profitable for them. Yeah, like, you know, it would be nice, right? We can dream. But I also understand that they do need to make a profit, and it's how MMOs have worked for a very long time for many of them. It would just be nice if there was more of the like I feel like the returner thing is so tight in that sense as well, where like um it's you need to have not played for like 3 months, and I'm like, that's a long time. The real challenge with the free trials is not being able to trade or market boards and the mill guild cap. God, I can imagine. God, I can imagine. That would be so tough. I am very close to having 100 mil. And I could not deal with the guild cap. Because you get more guild than that from the story alone. Come tonight while the crown reigns heavy on either side. Give me one last kiss for I'm far too young to die. Too young to die. Far too young to die. Nor psychosis devoted to neurosis now in this romantic stories never could control me. Come tonight while the crown reigns heavy on either side. Give me one far too young to die. Yes, phone, I know that I'm streaming. Thank you. My phone was like, hey, it's stream day. And I'm like, yes, correct. I'm live. But yeah, I never, like, I've been playing for so long. Back when I played, there was no free trial. I wish there was a free trial in that sense when I first tried it out. I don't know if I would have played the game if there had been a free trial. Um, it was a big commitment to buy a game and then buy a subscription. It was my first paid MMO, like the first time I had to pay for an MMO. Because I only played free ones up until that point. Uh, the head is wrong. The anatomy is wrong, and it's pissing me off. I think the reason I have so many alts is because I just pay for the cheapest sub of 12 with only 2 retainers. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I do that too in terms of like I have a the cheapest sub and I do have one alt technically. I technically have more. Also, hi baby. Got a Volt Click plush. Um and that's more to play on EU, but I don't really do that much either. I have too many hours spent on my main to feel energy to level another character properly in terms like getting a bunch of classes up. We all came to NA anyway. Yeah. Y'all sure did. Y'all said bet, actually. Actually, Noi was correct. We'll just come to you. Listen, I'm not complaining. It makes my life much easier. In the bubble. Um... But I do have a third retainer on my main as of recently, because it is very cheap to do so, and it makes my life a lot easier with the shit that I do. Not being very loose with my sketching, which is what I would like to be, but you know. I have 4 total, which is a nice sweet spot. I think 3 is fine for me, as of right now. I think I have enough set up where that works. I send 2 out for crystals or shards all the time, then we plant those in the FC garden as well. So it's not that I need them to return things. And to sell stuff, usually 3 is more than enough. Don't go crying to your mama, 'cause you're all alone. I am better off if I angle it the other way in terms of her hair. Ain't it fun? Living in the real world. Let me look at more poses. If I keep getting stuck, I might pivot. It's also, I haven't really been drawing much. So going from not drawing a whole lot to drawing is always a little bit jarring for me. I did want to draw. It was actually funny for once. So I haven't really been drawing a lot because like I have a sketchbook and everything, but and an iPad even. I just don't really bring it along with me often. Cause often I don't really have the energy to do all that. So I'm like, I'm not gonna bother because you know, that's extra weight that I need to carry with me. Um and I don't feel like doing that. And then I swear to God, I was sitting at some point, I was like, man, I kind of wish that I had now because I kind of want to draw. And then I couldn't. So I truly did it to myself. Knowing endless consequences, I feel so useless in this. I don't feel so insecure. Oh, my ads are about to start in like 15 seconds. So I'm gonna take a little break as they happen. And then I'll jump back into it and just gonna sketch away. See if I land on something. So I'll see you guys in a sec. I'm back. Never mind. I was gonna call the office, and then I checked, and their office is only open till 1 p.m. I love dealing with the government. I'm applying for something through the government, and I sent them an email with a bunch of information yesterday, and then I got an email back that was basically like, "Hey," from my email, like from the program that I use to email to be like, "Hey, it couldn't be sent. Try again later." So I did it. I sent it again. Um, but I want to make sure that they got it, or I want to make sure what the issue is. So I was like, oh, I'll just fucking call them real quick. And my fucking for context, I had 2 weeks to reply to them, and they have like 3 months to reply to me, and I hate it. I hate dealing with the government at any given point. Because they always, like, whenever you need to do something, it needs to be fucking immediate. But when they need to do something, it's like, whatever. We'll do it whenever we want to. No apologies. I never thought you'd be so easily deceived. But it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I mean, I sent it now. It's just a worry in sense that I sent that email out yesterday, 3 p.m. And today I got an email around the same time that it didn't send. So I better not get a fucking email again tomorrow where it's like, hey, it didn't send. But I might call them tomorrow. To make sure. To be like, hey, I sent it, but I keep getting emails that it doesn't send. Is your inbox full? What the fuck is happening? And then I swear to God, if they're gonna be like, why did you wait until the last moment? And I'm like, because I had a vacation. Rock. Honestly. Iconic, you are just like them all. Right, dealing with the government at any given time is just kind of annoying. Because I'm waiting from different agencies, different offices, I guess, from the government for different things to hear from them. So anytime I hear back from anything, I'm just like, please, please, it's been 80 years. I need information. I need to know. Sip the gossip, drink till each other night. Iconic, you are just like them all. I'm starting to get an image in my head of what I would like now. Now it's just a matter of actually getting it out. If you choose to run with me. But I might also just, like I said, pivot. I'm so rusty. I say a word. Baby, I can never tell. How do you sleep so well? Live right before the day rise. Sunrise. I gotta pretend, baby, now and then. Don't you just wanna wake up, dark as a lake? Hi, right. Hi, Jura. Thank you, thank you. I have nothing to save yet. I will stretch, though. I may have been streaming for an hour, but I have nothing yet. Have a nice lurk. Save anyway? Okay. Take my whiskey neat, my coffee black, and my bed at 3. You're too sweet for me. You're too sweet for me. Babe, don't get me wrong. Just wanna. Back in my bed at 3. You're too sweet for me. You're too sweet for me. Thank you guys. You're just a bunch of fucking animals. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. We have anonymous follows on, so if you just want to keep on lurking, you're more than welcome to. If you want to chat and say hi, also more than welcome to. Hello, sound? What the hell? Do you guys still hear it? Why can I not? Oh, there it is. I don't know what the fuck that was about. What's my headphone? What are my headphones doing? They're going in and out. I don't know. Let me check. I mean, it might just be because I have too many Bluetooth devices active right now. The um ping from my keyboard is still coming in. Let me disconnect them real quick. Give me 1 sec. Can't be a stream without scuff. Let's see. I would love if they restarted then. I love these headphones. They are not without their issues. Yeah, are you connected? Says you are. I hear that you are connected. Will you now play my audio very nicely through my headphones without popping in and out? It might just be that they need an update that I haven't done. Alright, well, I can hear everything again, so. Knowledge freaks. Go and get your hands dirty. They decided they would try to make it on their own. Oh, memories that you go all over and on. How I miss yesterday. How I let it fade away. Became December as anxious fought the cold. Couldn't quite remember what inspired them to go. It was beautifully depressing. Decide they started driving out, started growing tired. Oh, memories, where'd you go? How I let it fade away. Momentum, the bills piling high. Light finally faded from the apple of their eye. Young and independent, and it does you did it plan. From the start, you can't predict the end. I can always cut off what I don't need. Let you go. I'll ever know how I miss yesterday. I let it fade away. You're all I've ever known. How I miss yesterday. How I let it fade away. Victor in the inside burning. Heavy hell that won't stop turning. My mind is an open highway. And do you still believe nothing else matters? Lay beneath. Oh, it helps when you don't mirror stuff. The night belongs to you. No spell is broken through. The lights of your eyes turn black and unknown. Like lovers entwined. Red flag by benevolent same indicates it yesterday. Show me how to be whole again. Snacky time, hell yeah. Get a snack. Your dispose, thank you. I was looking at a lot of hand references because I love that the design has the jacket with the big hands as well as a regular. Show me how to be whole again. 'Cause I'm only a crack in this castle of glass. Hell yeah. Have a good time lurking. Oh, my ads start in about 3 minutes, so I'll take a little break when they happen. I'm hydrating as well. What did you get for plushie? You got a purple bat! Hell yeah. Have a nice lurk though. There we go. Now I can save. Now there's actually something to save. Where the fuck? Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Alright, I'll just let my ads run now, so I can take a quick break, before I clean this up a little bit more. But I'm very pleased. Alright, I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright. I'm just gonna very little bit clean this up for my own sake. Because I kinda blotted this in. So I don't have to think about it. Or well, so I don't get stuck. Focused on little details for too long. I do want to clean it a bit before I call it today. I think I'll stream for like half an hour longer. Yeah, it's mostly that I don't want to stream for too long today. I would like to have time to do some other things still. But I just want to make sure that some of these things are quote unquote correct, because that's hard for me when stuff is loose to check. Right in front of you. Or well, it's still 5 spaced, but and I know you're just like me. It's something that's so funny. Stand up, sing hallelujah. Show praise with your body, stand up, sing hallelujah. Good morning. Unscrew my unscrew my head and thank you. I will hydrate, thank you. And I will also save, thank you. Raining down, turn out it in, but it keeps bleeding out. You're gonna be the name notice. They're explaining what the joke is. Those jetpack blues, just like Julie's. Mm-hmm. Ringing in my ears gets violent, and the long lap calls at night, even for me in the downpour outside. Melody and tears with the rhythm of the rain keeps time. What should you do that you never want to be alone? She was singing, baby, come on, baby, come on. Old, we're all fighting, growing old. St. Peter's list, you need to lower your standards. It's never getting any better than this. We're all fighting, growing old. We're all fighting, growing old. And oops. Well, then I think it's time that we took a break. Maybe we're just trying too hard. Really, it's closer than it is too far. Mm-hmm. Breathe me back to life. Oh, did not mean to make it smaller. I miss missing you now and then. God in case. Since I am the best you never had. Picket fence. Summer skin. Alright, I think this is a good start. To leave it at. I got the concept in, so I can probably keep going next time or even off stream. But I really wanted to focus up there just to get some of the details sketched in a little bit more thoroughly, so I don't return to the piece and go, "What the fuck am I doing?" Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad I'm glad I sat through the uncomfortable sketching phase where I was like, I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I want to continue. um but yeah, I have a good starting point for next time for like line work and such. Um but I'd like to just chill. Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited. Let me see who is live and streaming today. Slaying it as always, thank you. Before and everything, let me peep. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I am wrapping up, but we have anonymous follows on, so you're free to just be. Let's see, who is doing stuff today on this fine Tuesday at a random ass hour? Well, it's not even random ass, I just sometimes I go for longer, sometimes this is 2 hours is quite nice. I don't... Is anyone doing art as well? I mean, yes. Let it fall to the ground. I mean, yes, but some are huge streamers. I always feel a little bit intimidated going into, even if I follow them, going into streams that have a lot of viewers. And I'm just like, yeah, here I am, you know. And I know it doesn't matter, but always feels intimidating to me. If you have one, I'd love that. I would specifically love it if they also did art, but if not, that's completely fine. But if you have a recommendation, I would love that. 'Cause I don't see anyone right now that I feel comfy. Let me peep. Amazing. Amazing. I love that. I love when that, well, that's where we're going then. That's where we're going then. It's that simple. No, that's great. If two people are recommending it, then I know I I know that it's gonna be good. Let me pop on over to the other screen. And put this off. But yeah, yeah. Gods, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Let me check my schedule before I make any promises that I can't keep. I'm happy to be back again. I'm happy to just use my energy. I have a phone. Don't give me weather reports right now. I don't need them. I have a couple thoughts in regards of like doing maybe some game streams as well. I was thinking today that the little thing that I was doing where I'm just leveling a crafter from 0 to as far as I can get within a reasonable time could be a fun thing to do as well, since I have quite a few classes in that regard that need to get up there, and that way I can yap a lot, because streams like this where I am sketching and such are quite focused, so they're quiet. So it's gonna depend on my energy, but those are some thoughts. Next week I should be streaming again on Tuesday. I just checked my schedule. I don't have anything else around that time. So expect me then, usual time, usual hours. And let me see, how do I do this? If I wanna go just to a person? There we go. Alright, for now we are going to raid Elsby, as per your guys' recommendation. Oh, that also works. Thank you. I had them up on my second screen, but I wasn't sure with OBS how that would go. So yeah, if you're coming into the raid with us, you can copy and paste one of these raid messages depending on your sub status. It was really nice to get back into it, get some good energy. I'm just gonna keep on trucking, doing my work, doing my thing, see how it all goes. And thank you guys as always for your support and your thoughts and just listening. I don't know what I usually say. It's fine. You can, hell yeah, get that get that plushie last second. For now, like I said, we're gonna raid. I hope to see you guys next week. Please take good care of yourselves. Make sure you eat good food, stay hydrated, love yourselves, and sleep tasty. And I'll see you guys next week. All right.